here.
Are you just waiting by the door for me? How'd you know I was coming?
Exactly.
Why,
I'm really excited.
Why are you excited?
Right now.
You must be excited.
Check this out.
Okay. What do we...
Watch this.
All right.
Watch this.
I'm going to watch
Ready?
the screen here.
Watch this. Okay.
Pay this
we're
bill.
We're gonna pay it.
Pay it. Okay.
And that's it?
We paid a bill.
Oh no, Matt. We didn't just pay a bill. We didn't just pay any bill.
What bill did we pay?
We paid off my entire debt that was left.
Like your debt? Your real debt?
Like a year ago, almost a year ago, I was 30 grand in debt, and that was the final payment.
Hey!
I am now a debt-free woman.
Congratulations! That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Here, let's do like a high five. Yeah, you deserve it. That's awesome, Diana. Good for you.
Do I look different?
You look radiant. You look like someone who's been unshackled from the chains of financial downhaul.
Right?
Yeah, you look like you could fly with the wings of financial freedom.
I feel like I'm glowing.
You should tell me and the people watching you through my amazing phone how you did it, because we want to know. I want to know. What'd you do?
Well, about almost a year ago, I discovered this blog called Mr. Money Mustache. Shout out to MMM if you're watching this.
Okay.
And I became obsessed with this blog. Like, I read every article. I thought he was such a badass.
Mm-hmm.
And he really changed my perception of consumerism. And so I was a person that was making pretty good money, but I was spending like $2,000 or $3,000 a month going out.
That's too much. Yeah.
It's way too much.
Why do you do that?
Way too much. I just thought like it was fun. Like I would go out and I would drink all the time, and I'd go to restaurants, and I just would like spend money with abandon and not really think
Yeah, but it
about
wasn't $3,000 fun, I guess.
No, I have nothing
woke
to
up
show.
to it. Yeah,
I have nothing to show for it. So then I realized how much I was spending on like credit cards. I had some student loans, just like terrible spending habits, and it was all tied to things I don't actually need. So I really started questioning my needs, and I figured out that really all I need is food, shelter, clothing, like my bare necessities. And I was able to meet my bare necessities in really easy ways and just like tap into the abundance around me.
Yeah, but like you live in a city, as I do, that's kind of fun to go out and spend money. Like how'd you replace those like joy outlets? Like did you substitute for it, or were you just miserable? Yeah,
no, I was totally not miserable. I anticipated that I would be miserable, like when I had tried to set budgets for myself in the past, but it was a shift from like wanting to do something and forcing yourself not to do it to just not wanting to do it. So I got more satisfaction from hosting dinner parties here and cooking for people.
Yeah, I came to one of them.
Like,
it was really fun.
You did.
It was great.
You did.
Yeah.
I threw myself an enormous birthday party for like $12.
I know. I went and bought the decorations with you.
Exactly. Like we put balloons all over this place, and we had everybody bring food and booze.
So like little
fun.
goals, and you had fun like in those parameters for yourself. It sounds
like I just tried to get the same level of satisfaction with like less resource of money.
Yeah. So what about like food? Food's expensive in the city. Food's expensive everywhere.
I cooked like almost every meal that I eat.
Show me.
So this actually is just finished.
Oh, look at that.
I steam roasted a chicken. I've never done this before. I did this for the first time. This is a really fancy slow cooker that I got for free because I was getting another slow cooker on Craigslist. I told one of my colleagues, and he said, "Don't go get some other used slow cooker.
No.
Take mine. I've only used this once," and it's like the spaceship of slow cookers.
So you could do friends the favor of getting rid of things that they want to get rid of, and letting them think it's
I always
a beautiful new life.
I always have a free shit area.
Okay, I don't care about this. Back to the food. Tell me about the food. It's not. Those of you at home watching this on your computers and your pants, it smells of rosemary and lemon a little bit, and herbs and stuff, and yeah,
and it's steam roasted. Never did that before.
Okay, great. Okay, so you save money, you cook your own food, you have your free stuff corner. How did you decide like how far in advance you wanted to do this? How did you decide like how much money to put away?
I started with like what are my fixed costs every month. So I've got my rent, I've got my phone bill, I've got my cable bill, or my internet. I don't have television. So I started with those fixed costs, and then I said, okay, if I only spend $50 a week, added that on, you know, $50 a week for food, add that on, and then how much do I have left over? And I ended up getting a raise this year that was really helpful. So at the end of it, I was able to throw like $3,000 a month at my debt, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it definitely sped up like how much I was able to pay off my debt, how quickly it was. But when I made my first budget before I discovered Mr. Money Mustache, I thought that it was going to take me 2 or 3 years to get out of 30 grand in debt.
Yeah.
And I just hypercharged that because really the spending less and like it's not just about spending less, it's about actually needing less. Because if you don't have that shift in your perception, you're just going to feel deprived the whole time. So I really thought about this long and hard. How much do I actually need? And what else is just luxury? And really bringing it down to the bare bones, like, made me feel like a sense of confidence that I was resourceful. I actually used to say to myself, I'm resourceful as fuck. Like that was my kind of like motto. When I was going food shopping on my own and doing my own laundry and cleaning my own apartment and like, you know, not plucking my own eyebrows, not having to like go and pay all of these other people to do this. When I was doing everything for myself, it just is like, I'm resourceful as fuck. I don't need anybody to take care of me. Like I got this.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah.
Got ownership in your process here.
Yeah, it's a huge confidence builder. And then like, you know, when I'm walking up the hill up to my apartment with bags of groceries and it's really like heavy, like, oh, well, that's my exercise for the day, you know?
All right, so I don't need this advice because I'm on top of this shit too. But
yeah,
like,
I mean, you're better than me.
Yeah, but like, say someone like, no, what advice would you give to someone who's, you know, like, hey, I'm 50 grand in debt with my college payments and my and my bills and my credit cards, like what, and like but I like kind of like these things, like what, in a nutshell, what advice would you give to someone like that?
I would say that you have to have a very deep shift mentally in order to have any drastic
That sounds
effects.
Not fun. Why would I want to do that?
But it is fun because it's a huge, like I said, it's a confidence builder. You feel resourceful, and I decided that the benefit of freedom and not having this weight of debt on me was more satisfying than going out to eat.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a short period of time. I was extreme for a short period of time. I still enjoyed things. I mean, we live in a first world country. You know, like it just sounds like a first world problem to be like, oh, I can't go out to dinner every night. Like, no, it's not. It's really not that bad.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like an investment we can all get returns on. Congratulations, Diana.
Thanks, man.